All right, so market opened here. Let's see what we do. Already have tons of volatility, so market open doesn't look as crazy today. All right, so yeah, in typical NASDAQ fashion, we are just straight rocket shipping down. The rocket ship is landing right back to that CPI price. Not too surprising. This is why I don't like trading news, because it's like, you never know, You never know what it actually is going to do. I'm just going to have to wait for the first setup, whether it be bearish or bullish, and I think I'm just going to have to decide then what I'm going to want to, what I'm going to do with it. I'm not sure if I can even use the higher time frames right now. I think it's going to kind of just be on a case-by-case basis. You can actually see we kind of had a bearish order zone right here that got filled. Yeah, right there, you got that liquidity, got some supply right there, bang, bang. But anyways, I'm just going to roll a time lapse, wait for the first setup because this is boring. All right, so it looks like we're just going straight back up here. So at this point, don't really think I have a choice but to look for longs on some kind of pullback. The kind guys. Hello, the kind guys. Hello, the guys. There's a little setup here on the 15-second time frame. I'm just not sure if I want to enter on the 15-second time frame on a day like today where everything is so volatile and fast. But it definitely is a valid order zone. I think I'm just going to watch this one for fun. 195 is probably where you would enter, and stop loss below lows, and take profit at the highs. Okay. Not sure what that's all about. Okay. All right. Oh, there's news. There's news. 9:45 news. Well, that would have made me look like a genius if I entered that. All right. Man, news sucks. People say, oh, it's no news Monday. It's going to be impossible. Dude, my trading is so much better without news. Look, I mean, how am I supposed to trade this? You get just a random candle to the moon, and then once it finally starts settling down again, you get another massive spike. It just throws everything off. I don't understand why people enjoy news. Just give me some volatility without the news, and I'm chilling. Okay, I would now like this to turn around. If we just go straight back up to highs, then I might just call it a day because it's going to take forever to get an actual setup. And I'm not trying to be trading today. I have a lot of stuff I got to do off the charts. So let's see if we can get that pull back down. Something like this. Could even, in theory, take a short expecting that pullback. You got a little bit of supply there, but that's a little bit of a riskier trade. Looks like 25.510 has some orders, 25.520. So let's see if this area rejects and we go down into our area, our bullish order zone. What are you looking at, Kai? What are you looking at? Oh, and there it is. Okay. All right, so I'm going to have to be quick on this one. 25,460 is the low in our orders. Dang. I think I'm going to put my order at 25,455. 25,455 area. 25,453. Let's call it. Stops below this low and then back up to the highs. Stop loss is a little bit big for my taste. Might just put it at 450. If we can even get this. I mean, I'm assuming we're going to get down here. All right, that's a little bit better risk reward. 4-1 almost. Okay, just got back from walking the dog. Yes, I'm in different clothes. It's a little hot outside, and it looks like I got filled. And it looks like I got filled at not the most amazing price. Almost stopped me out, it looks like. Almost got down to those lows. So now it's all about risk management, right? This is probably going to be a long trade. I mean, it is a big structure on that 1 minute time frame. So we're just going to let it do its thing here. Unfortunately, I can't go to a break even just yet because we are still quite close to that area, and we haven't really gotten a convincing push, a convincing push out of it, which maybe we're going to get right here. There we go. Come on. We want to see a strong close and a strong break out of here. Come on. Big candle, big candle. I don't really love my entry here because it's right beneath this little low. And that low could be swept. And so if I go to a break even now, it's probably a very risky break even, but if I don't go to a break even, there is, of course, the chance that we come all the way back down and then continue down from there. So this is not an ideal situation to be in right now. So there's that sweep of those lows. Now this is where things get interesting. Because if we keep tanking lower, might be in trouble. If we hold these lows, then we might be able to curl back out. I guess, in other words, if we go up, we're good. If we go down, we're bad, right? Really revolutionary stuff. I think for a trade like this, it might be best to manage it on a 2 minute or 3 minute even chart. Yeah, honestly, this is the chart to be looking at here. 2 minute. Don't really love this big fat wick here, because wicks tend to like to get retested. And I also don't like the fact that we're chopping around. So there's either two possibilities here, right? We're just accumulating. We're accumulating for the next move. So if we start to just tank lower, that's probably a negative accumulation to bring us all the way back down to the lows. And so I don't want to see that, right? So we really just have to make a decision and break, hopefully to the upside. But if we do start breaking lower, I might just cut it for like a small loss or break even if possible. I'm already losing some confidence in this because it's just not really getting a good push out. The only redeeming quality is that we did have a very high volume move here, which does show exhaustion, right? If we can get a close above these highs, then I will go to a break even. All right, here we go. We're trying to break here. We need to see a really big push here. All right, that's good enough for me. If this fails, then I'll probably just get a break-even trade. All right, we're getting close to that partial here. Let's see if we can snag it. If we start rejecting, I might just manually take it. Because I do see some big sell orders here. 25,500 area. So yeah, I need to move this a little bit lower. 25,495. Should be able to reach that without too much issue. Bang, there we go. Oh well, looks like it would have reached my target anyways. Now this is the area where, you know, it's either going to turn right back around and go for a break even, or we're going to go right back up to highs. So if we do see a big explosive move up past 25,500, I will be much more confident in us reaching these highs. By the way, guys, while this trade is going on, Apex has brought back their 80% off sale and only $85 activation fee. So if you want to look to get a funded account as quickly as possible, Apex is the one to go. Or if you just want a really cheap prop firm to practice with, that's what I recommend Apex for. If you want the discount, feel free to check out the links in the description down below and use the code ST at checkout for that 80% off deal. I don't think it gets much better than that. They have a little bit stricter payout policy and a little bit stricter rules than, say, take profit trade, for example. But still, for the price, a very good deal. So check that out, link in the description down below. Also, if you want to use Bookmap like I do to take a look at where the orders are in the market, for example, we see a lot of orders resting right now at 25,550, so that could be used as a target. You could get that 20% off your first month with code SIMPLE20. Only indicator I really use is Bookmap and VWAP, essentially. Bookmap and VWAP. VWAP is free, Bookmap isn't, but you can get it for a big discount. So let's see if we can hit our full target here up at the 25. Let's make it 2540 area. And we'll probably start trailing here pretty soon so that we just make sure we're locking in a nice gain. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to trail one. So I have 2 contracts left, so I'm going to trail one right at the bottom of this range here. See if we can get a breakout to the upside. And then I'll just start trailing on the candles from there on out. So we got 2 contracts left. I'm trailing 1 contract, and I just have a limit order out in the void. So we're about to get up to this 25,550 area. All right, looks like we're gonna get tagged here on 1 contract. Boom, right there. Okay, so profit locked in. Just have 1 more contract to go, and we will try to hold on to that as much as we can. I'm going to cancel that limit order there, and we're just going to trail this stop loss. But first, we need to see a little bit of momentum and some, you know, a bigger move higher before we start trailing, because we just took out partial profits. So no point in trying to trail here, because like I said, we just took profits. Why would we take the rest off at the same spot? All right, so it does seem like we're rejecting these highs and sweeping them. So I might want to be a little more aggressive now in case this is some kind of massive reversal. The odds are not that likely, but this is technically already at my full target. So I don't necessarily want to be super greedy here. So I may just trail beneath this last candle low here, because we did just kind of flush down and potentially take some traders out there. But overall, the average risk to reward on this trade was probably something like 4 to 1 or maybe 3.5 to 1. So yeah, looks like we're about to get tagged here. Let's see. Does look like some sellers are taking control now. Yep. And boom. So that's the whole trade there. Bought down here. On average, probably sold around here, so that's about 70 points. All right, that's it. That's the only trade I got for today. It's already 11:30, so I'm done for the day. One and done. Beautiful day, beautiful trading day. Guys, I don't know what more I can do. You see me making these trades every single day, and I can't fake this. I'm completely transparent. I sent this zone in the Discord actually today. You can see up here. Been waiting for this zone for what feels like forever. So if you're not in the free Discord, the Discord is designed to be a community-led trading floor. So essentially, it's designed to be like the top prop firms on Wall Street. All their training techniques for their traders, I have pretty much tried to implement into this free Discord, because the goal is to actually create a community where there is no guru, there is no one master, but everybody contributes and everybody helps each other learn and keep each other held accountable. So make sure to join the free Discord. I can't emphasize it enough. If you want to check out the best discounts on the best prop firms, all of that is down below. You will get hooked up with the best discounts if you use code ST or code SimpleTrader at your favorite prop firms. And also, if you want to check out Bookmap, link is in the description for that as well, code SIMPLE20 for that. Leave a like, it really helps. YouTube has not been too nice to me lately, so please leave a like if you enjoyed or if this helped you at all. And I will see you in the next video, which will be next week. Have a good weekend. Peace.